If you wake up with a heavy, bloated tightness in your lower stomach, dragging through the morning despite your daily lemon water, you are not just experiencing constipation. Up to 4 pounds of rotting waste is currently sitting inside your gut. It is driving up your risk of age-related inflammation by 68%. That sluggish fog pulling you down is not fatigue. It is a biological exhaust leak. Your internal pipeline is backed up. You are slowly absorbing the toxic fallout. Consider the clinical evidence from a 98-year-old pioneering gastroenterologist. He possesses 7 decades of observational mastery. He reviews tens of thousands of digestive tracts from the inside out. He does not look at symptoms. He looks at structural mechanics. He states that chronic incomplete elimination is a mechanical failure of the body. It is a total collapse of the internal plumbing system. But if you are eating your fiber, taking your probiotics, and drinking your water, why does your stomach still feel like a concrete block by 3 in the afternoon? Standard advice points to the trendy morning drink you have been told is detoxing your system. That lemon water is doing the exact opposite. We will expose why it is destroying your gut mechanics shortly. There is a daily morning protocol. It costs less than $1. It has been clinically shown to increase elimination frequency by 41%. It uses 0 harsh laxatives. We will get to that exact protocol in a moment. You have been told to eat more fiber. But inside an aging gut, fiber is the absolute last thing you need. In fact, it might be the very thing tearing you apart from the inside. Everything you have been told about age-related constipation is a dangerous half-truth. It is not a dietary deficiency. It is intestinal motility collapse and mucin depletion. Think of your digestive tract as an industrial hydraulic transit system. It requires a highly specific lubricant to function. That lubricant is mucin, a thick, protective gel lining the walls of your intestines. It is your biological Teflon coating. When you are young, this Teflon allows waste to glide out effortlessly. As you age, the pump fails. The biological coolant dries up. The pipe becomes brittle. Pushing standard bulk fiber through a mucin-depleted gut is an engineering disaster. You are pushing dry, abrasive sand through an unlubricated, cracked pipe. The friction is immense. It scratches the intestinal wall at a microscopic level. It creates micro-tears. The engine overheats. The sludge stops moving. It hardens into a cement-like block against your colon wall. 37%. After age 60, your gut and APO's natural movement drops by 37%. Waste that should take 18 hours to leave your body now takes 30. The waste is not just sitting there. It is fermenting. It is rotting at 98 degrees. This creates a secondary biological breach called endotoxemia. Your intestinal lining is exactly 1 cell thick. Microscopic tight junctions hold the line. When the trapped sludge ferments, it releases endotoxins. These toxins act like chemical shrapnel. They blow through the tight junctions. The barrier fractures. Toxic sludge leaks out of the pipe. It spills directly into your bloodstream. Your liver panics. Your immune system triggers a massive inflammatory response. A systemic wildfire erupts. That is why your joints ache. That is why your hands feel cold. That is why the cortisol alarm never stops ringing in your nervous system. Standard medicine will hand you a laxative. But this 98-year-old doctor uses a protocol that costs less than $1, and it begins with a glass of water you prepare the night before. The mechanical fix requires 2 precise components: a hydraulic pressure release and a biological lubricant. The compound is 1 tablespoon of whole chia seeds suspended in 12 ounces of high-magnesium mineral water. The magnesium must be ionic. It must occur naturally in the water at a minimum of 80 milligrams per liter. The magnesium acts as a hydraulic valve opener. It carries an electrical charge down the dry pipeline. It draws water via osmosis directly into the colon. It relaxes the smooth muscle. It restarts the pump without chemical force. The chia seeds provide the missing mucin. When submerged in mineral water, the outer hull of the seed undergoes a rapid structural transformation. It absorbs 10 times its weight in fluid. It secretes a massive amount of mucilage. This clear, viscous gel is an exact biological replacement for your depleted mucin layer. It binds to the intestinal wall. It creates a zero-friction glide layer over the dried sludge. You do not drink this immediately. You prepare it the night before. You soak the seeds in the refrigerator to maximize mucilage extraction. In the morning, you stir it once. You let it sit for 5 minutes. You consume it on an empty stomach, exactly 20 minutes before any food. Stop. Before you add this to your routine, you must understand the coffee rule. Get this wrong, and you wash away the cure. You must strictly avoid coffee within 30 minutes of this protocol. Coffee triggers a premature hydraulic flush. It strips the mucilage gel before it can coat the lower pipeline. You must let the Teflon set. This daily mixture provides the perfect biological lubricant. But to truly rebuild the structural integrity of your internal pipeline, we need to look at the supporting arsenal. And why the cleanses sitting in your pantry are actively sabotaging you. The structural repair requires cellular patching. You can rotate in 2 tablespoons of whole golden flaxseed, soaked overnight in 10 ounces of water. This delivers the highest natural source of soluble mucilage fiber. It feeds the beneficial bacteria while maintaining the lubricating barrier. You can also deploy a cellular repair patch. 1 tablespoon of slippery elm powder mixed into 8 ounces of hot water, combined with 2 tablespoons of inner leaf aloe vera juice. The slippery elm physically patches the microscopic leaks in the pipe. The aloe stimulates cellular repair. It reduces permeability by a documented 33%. There is an ancient, quiet simplicity to this. A different rhythm. Picture cold brewing hibiscus in a silent kitchen before dawn. If you do not have access to chia or high-magnesium water, the exact same biological lubrication is found in roselle, or hibiscus. When steeped cold overnight, hibiscus releases massive amounts of identical mucilage, an anti-inflammatory polyphenol. It provides the exact same zero-friction glide layer for the internal pipeline. Now we must address the destruction you are causing voluntarily. That morning lemon water is a myth. It provides a negligible 8% motility bump. It is the mechanical equivalent of pouring a few drops of oil on a rusted, seized hinge instead of replacing the broken door. Worse, the acid aggressively erodes your tooth enamel if not rinsed immediately. You are stripping the armor off your teeth for zero intestinal benefit. Throw away the senna tea. Right now. It is quite literally short-circuiting your colon. Senna contains compounds that force violent, unnatural spasms in the smooth muscle. You are overriding the pump and Oppo's electrical panel. Over time, your colon becomes dependent on this electrical shock to move at all. You permanently disable your gut and Oppo's natural nerve signaling. The pump forgets how to operate independently. The same applies to store-bought saltwater flushes. They force dangerous sodium spikes. They induce hydraulic pressure failure and blood pressure spikes in anyone over 50. Once you stop short-circuiting your system and start lubricating the pipeline, the transformation is not just internal. You will feel it the very next time you open your eyes in the morning. Imagine waking up in 7 days. You open your eyes. The heavy, cement block feeling in your lower abdomen is completely gone. You feel entirely hollowed out. You feel incredibly light. For the first time in years, you experience genuine morning hunger. The fog is lifted. The ringing in your ears has stopped. The stiffness in your joints has evaporated. The 4 pounds of rotting waste that was cooking your internal organs is gone. Flushed out entirely by the zero-friction gel layer. Your body is a self-cleaning machine. It is perfectly capable of repairing its own DNA and clearing its own exhaust. But it cannot run a hydraulic engine without coolant. It cannot push waste through a dry pipe. Provide the exact biological lubricant, and the machine will do the rest. Your colon is listening. The only question left is whether you will hand it the right fuel tomorrow morning. In the next protocol, we dismantle the one breakfast food that reverses everything you just learned.